a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Shrader Lawrence is an American actress. Her films have grossed over $5.7 billion worldwide, and she was the highest-paid actress in the world in 2015 and 2016. She appeared in Time 100 Most Influential People in the World list in 2013 and in the Forbes Celebrity 100 list in 2014 and 2016. During her childhood, Lawrence performed in church plays and school musicals. At age 14, she was in New York City when a talent scout spotted her. Lawrence then moved to Los Angeles and began her acting career by playing guest roles in television shows. Her first major role came as a main cast member on the sitcom The Bill Engvall Show. Lawrence made her film debut in a supporting role in Garden Party, and had her breakthrough playing a poverty-stricken teenager in the independent drama Winter's Bone. She achieved wider recognition for starring as the mutant Mystique in X-Men: First Class, a role she reprised in later installments of the series. Lawrence's fame continued to grow with her starring role as Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games film series, which established her as the highest-grossing action heroine of all time. She went on to earn various accolades for her collaborations with director David O. Russell. Her performance as a depressed and bipolar widow in the romance film Silver Linings Playbook earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress, making her the second youngest winner of the award. Lawrence subsequently won a BAFTA Award for Best Actress in a supporting role for playing a troubled wife in the black comedy American Hustle. She also received Golden Globe Awards for her roles in both of these films, and for her performance as Joy Mangano in the biopic Joy. Lawrence is an outspoken feminist and has advocated for Planned Parenthood. In 2015, she founded the Jennifer Lawrence Foundation, which has advocated for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and the Special Olympics. Early life. Jennifer Shrader Lawrence was born on August 15, 1990 in Indian Hills, Kentucky, to Gary, a construction worker, and Karen, a summer camp manager. She has two older brothers, Ben and Blaine, and her mother brought her up to be tough, like them. Karen did not allow her daughter to play with other girls in preschool as she deemed her too rough with them. Lawrence was educated at the Camera Middle School in Louisville. She did not enjoy her childhood due to hyperactivity and social anxiety and considered herself a misfit among her peers. Lawrence has said that her anxieties vanished when she performed on stage, and that acting gave her a sense of accomplishment. Lawrence's school activities included cheerleading, softball, field hockey and basketball, which she played on the boys' team that was coached by her father. While growing up, she was fond of horseback riding and frequently visited a local horse farm. She has an injured tailbone as a result of being thrown from a horse. When her father worked from home, she performed for him, often dressing up as a clown or ballerina. She had her first acting assignment at age 9 when she played the role of a prostitute in a church play that was based on the Book of Jonah. For the next few years, she continued to take parts in church plays and school musicals. Lawrence was 14 and on a family vacation to New York City when she was spotted on the street by a talent scout who arranged for her to audition for talent agents. Karen was not keen on allowing her daughter to pursue an acting career, but she briefly moved her family to the city to let her read for roles. After Lawrence's first cold reading, the agents said that hers was the best they had heard from someone that young. Lawrence's mother convinced her that they were lying. Lawrence said her early experiences were difficult because she felt lonely and friendless. She signed on with the Says Talent Agency, who convinced her parents to let her audition for roles in Los Angeles. While her mother encouraged her to go into modeling instead, Lawrence insisted on pursuing acting. At that time, she considered acting to be a natural fit for her abilities, and she turned down several offers for modeling assignments. Lawrence dropped out of school at age 14 without receiving a GED or a diploma. She has said that she was self-educated, and that her career was her priority. Between her acting jobs in the city, she made regular visits to Louisville, where she served as an assistant nurse at her mother's camp. 2006-2010, Career Beginnings and Breakthrough. Lawrence began her acting career with a minor role in the television film company Town. She followed it with guest roles in several television shows, including Monk and Medium. These parts led to her being cast as a series regular on the TBS sitcom The Bill Engvall Show, in which she played Lauren, the rebellious teenage daughter of a family living in suburban Louisville, Colorado. The series premiered in 2007 and ran for 3 seasons. Tom Shales of The Washington Post considered her a scene stealer in her part, and David Hinckley of the New York Daily News wrote that she was successful in delivering the perpetual exasperation of teenage girls. Lawrence won a Young Artist Award for Outstanding Young Performer in a TV series for the role in 2009. Lawrence made her film debut in the 2008 drama film Garden Party, in which she played a troubled teenager named Tiff. She then appeared in director Guillermo Arriaga's feature film debut The Burning Plain, a drama narrated in a hyperlink format. She was cast as the teenage daughter of Kim Basinger's character who discovers her mother's extramarital affair, a role she shared with Charlize Theron. Both actresses portrayed the role at different stages of the character's life. Mark Feeney for the Boston Globe thought of Lawrence's performance as a thankless task, but Derek Kelly from Variety praised her as the production's prime asset, writing that she plumbed fresher depths into the film. Her performance earned her the Marcello Mastroianni Award for Best Emerging Actress at the Venice Film Festival. Also that year, she appeared in the music video for the song, The Mess I Made, by Parachute. The following year, she starred in Lori Petty's drama The Poker House as the oldest of 3 sisters living with a drug-abusing mother. Stephen Farber of The Hollywood Reporter thought that Lawrence has a touching poise on camera that conveys the resilience of children, and her role in The Poker House won an Outstanding Performance Award from the Los Angeles Film Festival. Lawrence's breakthrough role came in the small-scale drama Winter's Bone, based on Danielle Woodroll's novel of the same name. In Deborah Granick's independent feature, she portrayed Ree Dolly, a poverty-stricken teenager in the Ozark Mountains who cares for her mentally ill mother and younger siblings while searching for her missing father. Lawrence traveled to the Ozarks a week before filming began to live with the family on whom the story was based, and in preparation, she learned to fight, skin squirrels, and chop wood. David Denby of The New Yorker said the film would be unimaginable with anyone less charismatic, and Peter Travers of Rolling Stone wrote that her performance is more than acting, it's a gathering storm. Lawrence's eyes are a roadmap to what's tearing Rhea apart. The production won the Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Film Festival. The actress was awarded the National Board of Review Award for Breakthrough Performance, and with her first nomination for the Academy Award for Best Actress, she became the second youngest person to be nominated in the category. 2014 present, established actress. Lawrence played Serena Pemberton in Suzanne Bier's Depression-era drama Serena, based on the novel of the same name by Ron Rash. In the film, she and her husband George are a married couple who become involved in criminal activities after realizing that they cannot bear children. The project was filmed in 2012, and was released in 2014 to poor reviews. Lawrence then reprised the role of Mystique in X-Men: Days of Future Past, which served as a sequel to both X-Men: The Last Stand and X-Men: First Class. The film received positive reviews and grossed $748.1 million worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing film in the X-Men series to that point. Justin Chang of Variety praised her look in the film, but thought that she had little to do but glower, snarl, and let the effects artists do their thing. Lawrence's next 2 releases were in the final parts of the Hunger Games film series, Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, for the musical score of the former film. She sang the song, The Hanging Tree, which charted on multiple international singles charts. In a review of the final film in the series, Manohla Dargis of the New York Times drew similarities between her rise to stardom and Everdeen's journey as a rebel leader, writing, "Lawrence now inhabits the role as effortlessly as breathing, partly because, like all great stars, she seems to be playing a version of her real self." Both films earned more than $650 million worldwide. Lawrence worked with Russell for the 3rd time in the biopic Joy, in which she plays the eponymous character. a troubled single mother who becomes a successful businessperson after inventing the miracle mop. During production in Boston, the press reported on a disagreement between Russell and Lawrence that resulted in a screaming match. She said that her friendship with Russell made it easier for them to disagree, because people fight when they really love each other. The film was not as well received as their previous collaborations, but her performance was praised. Richard Roeper called it a wonderfully layered performance that carries the film through its rough spots and sometimes dubious detours. That was her best since Winter's Bone. She won a third Golden Globe Award and was nominated for another Academy Award for Best Actress, becoming the youngest person to accrue 4 Oscar nominations. Lawrence began 2016 by providing the narration for A Beautiful Planet, a documentary film that explores Earth from the International Space Station. She played Mystique for the 3rd time in X-Men: Apocalypse. The film received mixed reviews, with a consensus that it was overfilled with action that detracted from the story's themes and cast's performances. Helen O'Hara from Empire considered the film to be a letdown from the previous installments of the series, and criticized the actress for making her character too grim. Despite this, she was awarded Favorite Movie Actress at the 43rd People's Choice Awards. Lawrence was paid $20 million for playing Aurora Lane in the science fiction film Passengers, and she received top billing over co-star Chris Pratt. It features Pratt and her as 2 people who wake up 90 years too soon from an induced hibernation on a spaceship bound for a new planet. Lawrence says that she felt nervous performing her first sex scene and kissing a married man on screen. She drank alcohol to prepare herself for filming. Critical reaction was mixed, but Lawrence defended the film by calling it a tainted, complicated love story. Darren Aronofsky's psychological horror film Mother was Lawrence's sole release of 2017. She starred as a young wife who experiences trauma when her home is invaded by unexpected guests. Lawrence spent 3 months rehearsing the film in a warehouse in Brooklyn, despite her reluctance to rehearsals in her previous assignments. The intense role proved difficult for her to film. She was put on supplemental oxygen when she hyperventilated one day, and she also dislocated a rib. Mother polarized viewers and prompted mass walkouts. The film was better received by critics. Walter Diego of the San Francisco Chronicle labeled it assaultive and a deliberate test of audience endurance, and credited Lawrence for never allowing herself to be reduced simply to a howling victim. The following year, Lawrence starred as Dominika Egorova, a Russian spy who makes contact with a mysterious CIA agent, in Francis Lawrence's espionage thriller Red Sparrow, based on Jason Matthews' novel of the same name. She learned to speak in a Russian accent and undertook ballet training for 4 months. Lawrence was challenged by the sexuality in her role, but has said that performing the nude scenes made her feel empowered. IndieWire's Eric Cohn disliked the film's denouement, but praised the work of Lawrence and Charlotte Rampling, stating that the considerable talent on display is the film's constant saving grace. As of 2018, Lawrence's films have grossed over $5.7 billion worldwide. Upcoming projects: Lawrence has filmed her 4th X-Men film, entitled Dark Phoenix, which is scheduled for release in February 2019. She and Amy Schumer have written a screenplay for a film in which they will star. The actress will star in Steven Spielberg's film adaptation of photojournalist Lindsay Adrio's memoir It's What I Do, a photographer's life of love and war, and will feature as Elizabeth Holmes, founder of the Theranos blood testing company, in Adam McKay's film Bad Blood. Lawrence will also produce a film adaptation of Hannah Kent's novel Burial Rites and star as Agnes Magnusdottir, the last woman to be executed for murder in Iceland. Personal life and off-screen work. While filming X-Men: First Class in 2010, Lawrence began a romantic relationship with her co-star Nicholas Hoult. The couple broke up around the time they wrapped X-Men: Days of Future Past in 2014. Also that year, she was one of the victims of the iCloud leaks of celebrity photos when dozens of self-photographed nude pictures of her were leaked online. Lawrence emphasized that the images were never meant to go public. She called the leak a sex crime and a sexual violation. She added that viewers of the images should be ashamed of their part in a sexual offense. The actress later stated that her pictures were intended for Holt, and that unlike other victims of the hack, she did not plan to sue Apple. As of 2014, Lawrence lives in Beverly Hills, California. Lawrence is a supporter of Planned Parenthood and participated in a June 2017 video against the defunding of the organization. She spoke out against the November 2015 shooting at a Colorado Springs Planned Parenthood clinic. She is a feminist, a concept she argues should not intimidate people, because it just means equality. Lawrence promotes body positivity among women. In 2015, she wrote an essay for the Lenny Letter in which she criticized the gender pay gap in Hollywood. She wrote about her own experiences in the industry, such as the lesser salary she received for her work in American Hustle compared to her male co-stars. In a 2015 interview with Vogue, Lawrence criticized Kentucky County Clerk Kim Davis for her opposition to same-sex marriage. Lawrence was raised a Republican, but has subsequently criticized the party's stance on women's rights. She has strongly opposed Donald Trump's presidency, stating in 2015 that his election would be the end of the world. Lawrence participated in the 2018 Women's March in Los Angeles to affirm her commitment to women's rights. Lawrence became a member of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in 2011. She has lent her support to several charitable organizations, such as the World Food Program, Feeding America, and the Thirst Project. Along with Josh Hutcherson and Liam Hemsworth, her co-stars of the Hunger Games, Lawrence partnered with the United Nations to publicize poverty and hunger. She organized an early screening of the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, to benefit St. Mary's Center, a disabilities organization in Louisville, and raised more than $40,000 for the cause. She partnered with the charity broadcast network Chidio to raise funds for the 2015 Special Olympics World Summer Games by screening her film Serena. She also collaborated with Omaze to host a fundraising contest for the Games as part of the premiere of The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1. In 2015, Lawrence teamed with Hutcherson and Hemsworth for Prank It FWD, a charitable initiative to raise money for the non-profit organization Do Something. That year, she also launched the Jennifer Lawrence Foundation, which supports charities such as the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and the Special Olympics. In 2016, she donated $2 million to the Corsair Children's Hospital in Louisville to set up a cardiac intensive care unit named after her foundation. Lawrence is a board member of Represent.us, a non-profit seeking to pass anti-corruption laws in the United States. In 2018, she collaborated with 300 Women in Hollywood to set up the Time's Up initiative to protect women from harassment and discrimination. Also that year, Lawrence announced her commitment to get young Americans politically engaged and to advocate for anti-corruption laws in the media. In 2012, the review website IndieWire stated Lawrence had a down-to-earth, self-deprecating, unaffected personality. An IGN writer considers her to be a sharp, funny, and quirky actress who likes to stay grounded, despite considerable success. Lawrence says that she finds acting stupid and does not believe in being cocky about her success. In 2012, Rolling Stone called her the most talented young actress in America. Her Hunger Games co-star Donald Sutherland has favorably compared her craft to that of Laurence Olivier and considers her an exquisite and brilliant actor. David O. Russell has praised her effortless acting that makes her performances look easy. During her career, Lawrence has played roles in both high-profile, mainstream productions and low-budget independent films, and has appeared in a range of film genres. She did not study acting and has not been involved in professional theater. She instead bases her acting approach on her observations of people around her. The actress told the Globe and Mail in June 2010 that she does not invest any of my real emotions or take home any pains of her characters. Lawrence went on to say that, "I don't even take it to craft services," and has never shared their experiences, relying instead on her imagination, noting, "I can't go around looking for roles that are exactly like my life." She stated that, if it ever came down to the point where, to make a part better, I had to lose a little bit of my sanity, I wouldn't do it. I would just do comedies." As her career has developed, Lawrence has become one of the best-paid actresses. The Daily Telegraph reported in 2014 that she was earning $10 million a film. In 2013, Time magazine named her one of the most 100 influential people in the world. Elle labeled her the most powerful woman in the entertainment business, and Forbes ranked her as the 50th most powerful actress. In 2014, Forbes named her the second highest-paid actress in the world with earnings of $34 million, and cited her as the most powerful actress, ranking at number 12 in the magazine's Celebrity 100 list. She appeared in the list again in 2016. In 2015, Lawrence was named Entertainer of the Year by Entertainment Weekly, a title she also won in 2012, and was recognized as the highest-grossing action heroine in Guinness World Records for starring in the Hunger Games series. In 2015 and 2016, Forbes reported that she had emerged as the world's highest-paid actress with annual earnings of $52 million and $46 million, respectively. The magazine ranked her as the world's third and fourth highest-paid actress during the next 2 years, with respective earnings of $24 million and $18 million. Lawrence appeared in Victoria's Secret's listing of the sexiest up-and-coming bombshell in 2011, People Most Beautiful People in 2011 and 2013, Maxim Hot 100 from 2011 to 2014, and topped FHM's Sexiest Women in the World list in 2014. From 2013 to 2015, she was featured in Glamour annual listing of the best-dressed women, topping the list in 2014. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?